Dickson Manyara, when we were running in 2022, he was the same person calling me and telling me, Sifuna, in Nyandarua, we are not going to get the votes these characters are telling you we are going to get. Today, if he calls me, he tells me this association that is breeding between ODM and UDA is going to hurt us because on the ground, nobody is going to vote UDA.
All signs show that ODM is going to have a candidate in 2027, and that candidate is going to be RAILA Amolo Odinga. I've already said that RAILA Amolo Odinga is going to be on the ballot by hook or crook, even if he wins the AU chairmanship position, and I hope he wins so that I can be vindicated. RAILA Amolo Odinga in 2013, after the 2013 election, he was elected as the AU infrastructure chairperson. When elections knocked on that door in 2017, he came out and stood. So it won't change after RAILA Amolo Odinga winning the AU chairmanship position. He will come out and vie, and this has been severally confirmed by Edwin Sifuna. Edwin Sifuna on several occasions has come out to say that RAILA Amolo Odinga is going to stand, and I did a video about that if you've been my ardent follower. Now Edwin Sifuna is confirming that the UDA lost footing in central Kenya. Okay? And is also buttressing that ODM must have a candidate. It's also spelling doom that ODM should not work with UDA. And I think they must learn out of experience. Because in 2022, the reason why RAILA Amolo Odinga was beaten at a difference of 200,000 votes is because he joined hands with Uhuru Kenyatta. So all the bad things, they ended up sharing the bad things of the government. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the comments of Edwin Sifuna, which buttress RAILA Amolo Odinga's bid of becoming president, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, in every political party, if you want to see what the party leader is speaking, you look at the Secretary General. Because the Secretary General in hierarchy is one of the key positions that keeps even the secrets of the party. When you look in Parliament, we have a hegemony of ODM working together with the UDA. In fact, Junet Mamad is on several occasions coming out to protect RUTO. But at the party level, you clearly see that the party leader who was picked, Anyang Nyong, is not coming out to support RUTO. In fact, he speaks about bringing an ODM candidate. The Secretary General, Edwin Sifuna, is also coming out to echo the same. Severally, I did a video about that, telling you on how Edwin Sifuna is planning to bring a candidate. In fact, if you missed it, I'm going to leave a link here in the description. Now, the new video is surfacing when Edwin Sifuna is trying to show you how William Ruto has lost, and that is trying to clinch on the ODM, which is by the way right, because the UDA stands on two legs, the Central Kenya and Rift Valley. Right now, the Central Kenya is going after he impeached Gachagua. Okay, so he's trying somewhere else to see if he can gain support by clinching on RAILA Amolo Odinga. He prays. In fact, I think he's even praying hard since RAILA Amolo Odinga is now 8 years that RAILA dies before the 2022 election, so that he can inherit the support of the Nyanza. Okay, and as a person who wishes change, I pray that RAILA Amolo Odinga comes back in an election, so that maybe you can see a tide of change. Okay, so Edwin Sifuna is speaking the message which is given by RAILA Amolo Odinga. If you look at Edwin Sifuna speak, you clearly see RAILA speaking. Because even RAILA Amolo Odinga of late is coming out to call out RUTO. The other day when RUTO visited Homa Bay, he attacked him and told him that he should stop abductions. Okay. The other day, RAILA held a gathering in his committee and told them that even if he wins or not, he will come back here and play politics. But before I go on, I want to play a tape when Edwin Sifuna was showing how Ruto is going to be defeated. Here's the tape.
ODM from across the country, because I as SG have a national network. I speak to Dickson Manyara, who's the chairman of ODM in Nyandarua. Dickson Manyara, when we were running in 2022, he was the same person calling me and telling me, Sifuna, in Nyandarua, we're not going to get the votes these characters are telling you we're going to get. Today, if he calls me, he tells me this association that is breeding between ODM and UDA is going to hurt us, because on the ground, nobody's going to vote UDA. I listened to Kaseme from Tana River. When I call him and ask him, and these people will give you an objective view. I call the chairman, Torome in Narok, and he tells me, Sifuna, wa Masai hii vitu ya Ruto wamekata. So I have a global view, as opposed to a member of parliament from one constituency who only talks to his relatives. You know, he only speaks to his kinsmen. He was elected by one community, one tribe. He has no clue where Tana River ODM office is. He has no idea. Yeah. So for me, City, he will allow me to still be the voice of ODM. If for as long as I am the SG of this party, I will speak as SG of the party and give the true position on where we are as a political party.
That is Edwin Sifuna. So you clearly see Edwin Sifuna is speaking the heart of RAILA Amolo Odinga. He's trying to show that they must be having a candidate in 2027. And he has spoken on this. And trust me, 2027 is one of the biggest chances where Ruto will go home, because he has failed to deliver. Okay? In 2022, I supported Ruto. But things are turning out to say that, to show you that he has failed. He has done everything worse that he campaigned against, starting from abductions. There, 2 years, he faced one of the biggest demonstrations. Even Uhuru Kenyatta never faced that. By the demonstration, which was not commanded by politicians, because normally politicians command a demonstrations. After oiling it, the Gen Z protest was sporadic across the country. That means that William Ruto failed. Okay? So by Edwin Sifuna coming out to announce that William Ruto failed, he's trying to build a foundation and letting his members know that they will be having a candidate. Because of late, Ruto had decided to counter RAILA in his own backyard, and he has been successful. Some of the ODM members are now dining with Ruto, giving him the necessary support. Now, I think the SG is coming out to make them toe the line. And SG is speaking the language of RAILA Amolo Odinga. In fact, even RAILA Amolo Odinga came out to say this in his community. Okay? So I think ODM will have a candidate, and that candidate will be RAILA Amolo Odinga in the 2027. And history is going to be written that Ruto is going to be a one-term presidency if it does not change. Because it is only 1 year to work for the people. That is 2025. 2027 is going to be politicking alone. And we all know that during politics, nothing is done in Kenya. Of course, that's my opinion. Don't make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is the first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. See you on another one. Peace.